Imagine not being able to hold your husband or wife's hands for nearly a year. Anyone with a loved one in a care home will know the pain of separation brought by COVID restrictions. From today, care home residents in England are allowed to have face-to-face visits again. Nominated visitors must take a COVID test first and cannot hug or kiss their loved ones. But they can hold their hands. It's a day many, like David and Anthea Capewell from Nottinghamshire, have been longing for. Jane Death went to meet them at Wren Hall nursing home.
David Capewell started looking after the garden here as a way of being near his wife, Anthea. He tended the flowers while he waited for the day he could hold her hand again.
What else could I do? Couldn't visit, so apart from when she had COVID and she came out of isolation, they let me sit with her for a while. Apart from that, it's just through the window, a little wave.
When Anthea got COVID, David was told she might not make it through the night. They've been married 52 years. It was Alzheimer's that meant Anthea needed to move into a nursing home.
Before all this COVID business happened, I was visiting Anthea every single day, probably spending 3 hours with her. I used to give her a tea and then I'd leave about 6:30 and every day. And it was just a shock not to be able to come again. I can't tie them. Can you?
David said his heart was pounding. It's been so long.
Anthea, darling. It's me, David. I love you. I love you, sweetheart. There's Siobhan there on that photograph there, isn't there? Hey? She can't wait to come and see you. Hey. Oh, sweetheart. It's been a long while, isn't it? Hey? It's been a long, long while, isn't it? Yeah.
David knew Anthea might not recognise him after all these months, but there's a flicker of something.
Yeah, she's holding me hand, look. Aren't you? Good girl. Good girl.
Time for a cup of tea.
Cheers, Tim. Thank you.
And thoughts of the next visit, and maybe rebuilding some of the connection he and Anthea had before.
I feel absolutely top of the world. Even though I've only sat with her and held her hand. I spoke to her and she kind of acknowledged me by looking at my eyes, looking through at my face. And
did she squeeze your hand at all?
She held it. But normally, you know, she wouldn't let me go. Because we've lost all that, you see, in the last 12 months.
She was happy you were there?
Oh, yeah.
She was laughing?
Yeah, yeah. I think once we can take off the mask, then, and more contact, she'll realise who I am. I hope so.
Jane Death reporting there from Nottinghamshire.